Coffee. There's no way I can live without this stuff. And, over the years, as I've really come to love the coffee and things like that, trying to deal with which coffee maker that makes it taste good. I mean, some people don't really care what it is, but I wanted to let you know about something that if you haven't already found this, well, if you haven't, it's going to change your life if you love coffee. I'll tell you that much. It's called the Aeropress. And it kind of looks like this. Not kind of, is looking like this. This is probably the, seventh iteration or sixth, I don't know. It's been around for quite a while, since about the early 2000s. It was invented by a guy named Alan Adler, who was the inventor of the Aerobi, if you remember that little slingy thing. I don't know. So it was called the Aerobi. Well, he got interested in coffee and how to make coffee and things like that, and came up with something, and came up with kind of this thing that they eventually called the Aeropress. And over the years, the plastic, you can see here, this kind of a smoky color, started out a bit kind of bluish clear. They've, I think, kind of trialed and errored a few different types of plastic, and has gotten better each one. But I've had this Aeropress for 5 years, maybe. Some people I know have had their original press over 10 years ago, and they're cheap. They're like $30 for the whole kit. So, what is it? How does it work? And all that stuff. So, I'm not an expert. I'm a user. I'll use this thing. All right. So, the Aeropress comes with a few things. Comes with these two pieces. This deal, which is like a little cap, some filters, a stirring stick thingy, and where's my scoop? Do I have my scoop? Where'd my scoop go? My scoop. Scoopy, scoopy, scoop. Scoopy, scoopy, scoop. Where are you? Oh, here it is. Right in front of me. All right, so you have the scoop, and it's pretty easy. Now, there's a number of ways to make coffee with the Aeropress, and I am not exaggerating. They actually have, fans have created a competition, a championship annually on how to make the best cup of coffee with this device. Everybody has their own sort of way of doing it. The traditional way, the original way, is that you take your little caddy here, the cap or whatever you call this thing. It's kind of got little holes in it, and it's a screws on. Take your filter, put that in there, and take this and screw that on like so. Okay. Then put your coffee in, add hot water, stir it, take your plunger, and plunge it into your cup. That's it. I do it a little bit different because when you add the water, some of the coffee is going to drip out of here into your cup. And so I kind of like to let it sit and brew for a little bit. So I'm ready for my second cup. And so I am actually going to take my plunger and put it in the bottom of this thing and have it upside down like so. And then I'm going to take my coffee, just Trader Joe's, and a scoop. Now, in this household, we often do 2 scoops for 1 regular cup of coffee. And that's because we're lazy, and that's pretty strong. If some of you know, that's strong. But we're lazy, and so when we do that, we don't actually let it steep for very long. It's kind of like 2 scoops, put the hot water in, stir it for about 10 seconds, and then flip it and press it, and we're done, and you're off and running. I'm trying something new that Chris Duppenthaler and Jessica Heidemann showed me, the way they do it, and actually the way a lot of my friends do it, which is to let it steep for a while. So I'm only doing 1 scoop. So I'm going to go get my hot water, which I have an instant hot water tap, and that is worth it, by the way. Get yourself one of these. It's awesome. But you can, put a tea kettle on or whatever it is that you need to do. So I'm just going to put hot water in. Just like that. Okay. I'm going to give it a stir. And then I'm going to talk about filters. So that's just going to steep there for a little bit. And what it does is it actually kind of creates an espresso shot. And so my typical cup of coffee is, an Americano, essentially. But it's really nice because, and then I guess we should talk about coffee grounds and that sort of thing. But first off, filters. It comes with a lot of these little paper filters in this little stack, and you can buy them. It's pretty cheap. There's a stack of like 350. They often come in a 2-pack. But they also have stainless steel filters, and I would prefer to use those. But as you'll find out, once you're done pressing, then you sort of eject the grounds into your compost or whatever. And that often results in the filter being ejected in there as well. Now, of course, the paper filter, of course, it's going to go in there. But the stainless steel, I just haven't had good luck with that. And if I haven't had my coffee, because I'm making my coffee, I might not remember that I ejected it in there. Now, Jessica and Chris, they for some reason, when they press it, the damn thing, the stainless steel filter stays in the thing when they unscrew it. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I'm gonna get a new one. Cindy and I were doing really well there for a while, but that I'm gonna give it another stir. But that's a problem. Stainless steel filters aren't too expensive either. You can get like a 4-pack or something for, I don't know, $12, $20. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at it. So I'm ready to do this. I'm going to put that on upside down like so. And then I'm going to take my coffee cup. By the way, the little flange here, I don't know if you can see, it's like this hexagonal flange. It's pretty good. It can even kind of deal with a wide mouth coffee cup. This was my morning one. It's a little bit bigger. I don't need quite as much today for my second cup, so I'm just going to use a regular old coffee cup. I'm going to take this and be very careful because this is hot, and you want to tip it upside down like that. So. And then the next thing you want to be careful with when you press it is that real hot steam can come out the sides. So don't burn yourself. So I'm just going to slowly plunge this down. It uses a rubber stopper to plunge down. Just, there we go. Pushes that air through. Then I'll give it another extra little squeeze. And then that's it. Okay, so when we press my coffee, get my little compost bin here. Take that. See, and this is what happens to my grounds, or my filters, is it sticks to the grounds. And then you just pop right into there. And then I just go to the sink. Rinse it off. Take my stirrer, rinse that off, and put my scoop away. And that's it. And then from here, I mean, that's a pretty good cup of coffee right there, but I'm gonna just add a little bit more hot water. Now, what temperature is my water? Well, that's an interesting question. Let's find out. This water is reading about 150 degrees. You know, you don't want to add boiling water per se to coffee. You know, that kind of ends up burning the coffee, get that sort of burnt taste. But you know, less than boiling is good. You know, if you like your coffee super hot. Oh yeah, that's good. You know, that was just one scoop. I do kind of want it a little stronger, so I could have let it steep a little bit longer maybe. But that's still really good cup of coffee. There's kind of a joke that the Aeropress will make bad coffee taste good too, and I've had some success with that. The other question that I think people ask is what size of coffee grounds do you use in the Aeropress? And that again is up to debate. Some people swear by coarse ground, and there's a whole reason for that. And then, but me, I like to use super fine ground, like espresso. Main thing is you don't want the grounds to you know, end up in your drink. So you know, if you have a stainless steel filter, you want to make sure that the holes in that are small enough that even the tiny grounds won't get through it. So so down in the link below, I'm going to you know, I'll show you the Aeropress website and where to buy it, and you know, some other cool links about Aeropress. And then yeah, give it a shot. I hope you enjoy it. Now here's the thing about what I'm going to be doing on this channel. I'm going to kind of show you the rabbit hole. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole with you. I've already kind of done that myself. But I'll give you the resources and where to look. I'll show you where the rabbit hole is and what the rabbit hole is. But from there, you're on your own. You go explore the way you like. So thanks everyone. Thanks for tuning in. And oh yeah, today's gonna get a lot better now.